Welcome, everyone. Today, we delve into a true crime story that shook a peaceful community to its core. It was April 19, 1997, in the heart of Sussex County, where a routine late-night pizza delivery turned into a tragedy that left a lasting scar on this quiet town. Jeremy Giordano, a 22-year-old delivery driver from Tony's Pizza Shop. Little did he know, this night would change the course of his life forever. Tony's Pizza, a local eatery that had been a staple in the community. The owner, Giorgio Galara, was a hard-working man and took pride in his business. On that fateful night, Giordano was tasked with a seemingly ordinary delivery. But the call that came in would set off a chain of events that would grip the town in fear. The mysterious call led to an address on 196 Scott Road, an area known for its serene atmosphere. But darkness was about to descend upon this unsuspecting town. Galara was suspicious and wasn't going to let his 22-year-old employee go alone into the unknown. Concerned for his employee's safety, Galara decided to accompany Giordano on this risky delivery. As they reached the destination, two young men, Jayson Vreeland, age 17, and Thomas Koskovich, age 18, were waiting in the shadows near the driveway of what appeared to be an abandoned house. Galara and Giordano pulled up to them in the car, rolled down the window and told the boys that they owed $16.50 for the pizzas. Vreeland and Koskovich whispered something to each other, and then Koskovich reached into his pocket, but instead of money he pulled out a .45 caliber semi-automatic gun. Gunfire erupted as Vreeland and Koskovich unleashed a hail of bullets on Giordano and Galara as they fought for their lives. The atmosphere shifted from calm to chaos as the delivery turned into a deadly ambush. What was meant to be a routine pizza drop-off became a murder scene. The events that unfolded on that April night sent shockwaves through the community. As the dust settled, the lifeless bodies of Giordano and Galara lay sprawled on the ground. Local authorities were quick to respond, determined to catch the cold-blooded killers who had disrupted the peace of this quiet town. The investigation led the police back to Tony's Pizza, where they uncovered that the mysterious call requesting the delivery had reached multiple pizzerias, met with refusals due to the late hour and distant location. Yet, Tony's Pizza and Pasta succumbed to the request, sealing the fate of Giordano and Galara. But why did the killers target this specific address? It was clear that Vreeland and Koskovich had some sinister motive. The pizza delivery became their chosen canvas for this dark experiment. Sussex County, once known for its idyllic backdrop, now found itself thrust into an unprecedented frenzy of national and global attention. The tragedy unfolded like a sinister script, leaving a community in mourning and questioning the safety that once hung in the air. Piecing together the puzzle, the police traced the mysterious call to a payphone near Dunkin' Donuts, where surveillance footage captured Vreeland and Koskovich using the payphone. Armed with evidence from Dunkin' Donuts surveillance and other witness accounts, the police swiftly apprehended Vreeland and Koskovich. The relentless pursuit of justice had led the police to the doorstep of the killers. Arrested on April 21, 1997, both Vreeland and Koskovich were now facing the consequences of their heinous actions. The legal battle began, shedding light on the motives and the disturbing mindset that led to the pizza delivery murders. The courtroom became the stage for justice as the community sought answers and closure for the senseless act that had claimed innocent lives. Giordano was a young man dedicated to his family and community, and Galara, the owner of Tony's Pizza, was a pillar of strength for his employees and loved ones. Giordano's family struggled to cope with the loss, his absence leaving an unremovable mark on their lives. Galara, remembered as a hard-working entrepreneur, was preparing for a camping trip with his girlfriend that night. She waited for him at the parking lot of Tony's Pizza, but he never returned. The victims were not just statistics, they were cherished members of this close-knit community. The courtroom echoed with testimonies, revealing the perpetrator's cruel disregard for human life. Vreeland, a troubled teenager with a history of being bullied at a young age, found solace in drugs at age 14, and Koskovich, who was abandoned by his parents, raised in an environment marred by addiction and criminal influence. As the legal proceedings unfolded, Vreeland maintained a disturbing narrative. He claimed their original plan was a robbery, not murder. However, the evidence spoke differently. Guns, blood-soaked clothes, and a chilling confession from Koskovich's friend, Christine Slater, who revealed that Koskovich had told her his desire to kill a pizza delivery person on the day of the murder. The puzzle pieces came together, portraying a disturbing picture of two individuals driven by a dark compulsion. The narrative expanded beyond the pizza murders when details emerged about another prior crime. 11 days before the murder, Koskovich and Vreeland, along with another accomplice named Michael Conklin, age 19, broke into Adventure Sports, a store that sells hunting, fishing, camping supplies, and of course firearms. They stole 3 guns that day, a .22 caliber revolver, a .45 caliber semi-automatic pistol, and a .40 caliber pistol to fulfill their sinister desires. It should be noted that the robbery was only successful because the store's alarm didn't work properly that day. Michael Conklin was initially on board with robbing a sporting goods store and the original plan involving guns. However, Koskovich wasn't completely honest with him. Conklin was told they would sell the stolen guns to buy cocaine, and then sell the cocaine, creating a false paper trail. Eventually, the focus shifted to robbing pizza delivery guys, excluding murder from the plan. But when Koskovich started talking about how they would just kill the delivery drivers if they stood up to them or if they resisted. Uncomfortable with the murderous turn, Conklin opted out of the plan. As the truth unfolded, it became clear that the duo's original plan involved robbing a sporting goods store, acquiring guns, and engaging in a crime spree. However, their sinister intentions escalated when the plan evolved from robbery into targeting pizza delivery drivers for a thrill killing. The stolen guns, blood-soaked clothes, and Galara's wallet were damning pieces of evidence found during the search of their properties. Behind this chilling crime lay the motives of the teenage perpetrators, Jayson Vreeland and Thomas Koskovich. Their friends and acquaintances revealed a disturbing picture of Koskovich, his troubled upbringing, and a fascination with drugs and crime at a young age. The duo's plan, rooted in a misguided quest for thrill, went from robbing a sporting goods store to cold-blooded murder. Their plan evolved from robbery to murder because they wanted to know how it would feel to kill. They wanted to know how it would feel to take someone's life. Thomas Koskovich confessed to his involvement, while Jayson Vreeland, a minor at the time, maintained a puzzling narrative. Vreeland claimed innocence, stating he only shot at the dashboard to prove his loyalty to Koskovich. However, the evidence contradicted this. Reports showed that Galara was found dead with a .22 caliber bullet in the back of his head, which was fired from Vreeland's pistol, and the bullet that claimed Giordano's life was a .45 caliber bullet fired from Koskovich's gun. After violently murdering 2 people, they ran back to Koskovich's car and Koskovich ecstatically said, "I can't believe we did this, I can't believe we did this," to which Vreeland replied, "I love you, man," before they hugged and drove away. This kind of behavior showed that they were excited and joyful even after taking 2 innocent lives. This made it clear that they had no remorse for their actions and complete disregard for human life. The fact that they did this because they just wanted to have fun makes it even more tragic. What's worse is that Vreeland and the 22-year-old Jeremy Giordano, they knew each other, they went to school together. They first called Tony's Pizzeria to check if Jeremy was there. When they found out he was, they thought of calling elsewhere. However, after getting turned down by every other pizza places, they ended up going back to Tony's Pizza. Both Vreeland and Koskovich were found guilty and they were given life sentences. Vreeland will have a chance at parole on October 14, 2044 when he is 65 years old, and Koskovich will have a chance at parole on October 20, 2072 when he is 94 years old. Koskovich originally received a death sentence when first tried, and he carried that sentence for 13 years until it was eventually overturned. 20 years later, while the pizza killers were in jail, an author who lived in Sussex County named David Laiosa decided to write a book about these teen killers. He had met future convicted killer Jayson Vreeland a week before the murders at the Sussex Queen Diner. Laiosa said, "I was there with a girl having dinner and Vreeland needed a ride home as his ride had left him. He was a very nice guy. We hung out for a couple hours, We didn't talk about murder or killing people or guns or nothing, we just talked about music. Vreeland wasn't as bold as Koskovich, he wasn't that imprudent. One can never fully know a teenager's mind, as their decisions can change from one day to the next. This was a week before, and everything might have still been normal until then. He could have been in a completely different headspace, surrounded by different people. Vreeland and Koskovich had only known each other for about a year, they weren't lifelong friends. Their connection, formed within the previous year, they grew unusually close, exploring dark territories together. They were like fire and gasoline. Laiosa, who was closely connected to the situation, grew up in the town and knew both boys. He said, "I thought I could write a book about this." The first EMT on the scene was a close family friend of his, and during a musical tour, the sound guy on the tour had been in jail with Koskovich and Vreeland. Laiosa, gathering 389 pages of research, delved into police reports, advertisements, and interviews with local residents, politicians, business people, Giordano's family, Koskovich's mother, and the killers themselves. Describing the situation, Laiosa mentioned, "Throughout my life, it kind of weaved its way in." He emphasized that neither of them, Koskovich nor Vreeland, ever apologized. According to one of the fathers of the victims, he openly said, "I want to point out that neither of them ever apologized. I never heard the words 'I'm sorry' come out of either of their mouths." The lack of remorse or guilt expressed by the two men is a significant reason why forgiveness remains elusive. They seemingly wore their actions almost like a badge and went to prison without acknowledging or expressing remorse for their deeds. Laiosa interviewed Vreeland in prison and sent both men a bunch of questions that ranged from asking about their childhood experiences to their lives in jail. From their talks, it seems the guys never thought they'd get caught for the murders. They aren't sorry because they thought everything would go smoothly, like they were just dumb kids who didn't expect consequences. Vreeland admitted they didn't wear gloves or run away because they believed they wouldn't get caught. After the murders, their plan was to keep doing crimes like robbery and stealing cars. It's clear they didn't think things through. Even though there's proof they did it, Vreeland refuses to admit they killed someone. He still calls it a robbery gone wrong. They're trying to blame each other, especially Vreeland blaming Koskovich. The book The Pizza Killers by David Laiosa tells more about the whole story, covering the burglary and trials in about 151 pages and 11 chapters. Let's see a bit deeper into the lives of the victims and the families affected. Jeremy Giordano, born in 1975, not only excelled in sports as a member of the high school wrestling team but also played a crucial role in supporting his family financially. His tragic death had a profound impact on his family. According to Jeremy's cousin Nicholas, some relatives almost idolize Jeremy now, referring to him as Saint Jeremy. The family struggled to cope emotionally, finding it challenging to talk about their feelings. This emotional distance led to physical separation within the family. Even years later, moving on remains difficult for many in the Giordano family. Now, onto Giorgio Galara. He graduated and, in 1993, at just 21 years old, he bought Tony's Pizza, where he worked. It's a big deal, imagine being so young and working hard enough to own the place. Caitlin, his daughter, still feels the loss of her dad every day. The tragic part is that these two families lost loved ones, not because of anything they did wrong, but because someone wanted to have fun by taking a life. It's a terrible thing that happened to two innocent, hardworking people who were just trying to do the right thing for their families and their community.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Takeaway from this case is that we all need to pay attention to our loved ones and shield them from potential dangers. Unlike in the 1900s, today's world is far more advanced in technology and social interactions, having both risks and ways to protect ourselves. For this purpose, I've found some products designed for self-protection and home defense. These are essential in today's society to ensure the safety of ourselves and our loved ones. The first product that I've found is this multifunctional self-defense pen. Yes, you heard that right, a pen that can be used for self-defense. In my opinion, it is one of the best self-defense tools out there, as it is easy to use, easy to carry, it serves many functions, and most importantly it is legal everywhere, unlike the other self-defense items like tasers and other sharp objects which are banned in some countries and places. In addition to self-defense, this pen can break glass in emergency situations, has a strobe light which can blind potential attackers, it has a built-in whistle, it has built-in screwdrivers, heck, it can even be used as a bottle opener. This truly is the best self-defense product on the market and the best gift idea for your loved ones. I would even buy one for myself because it is so cool. And if you don't like the product or for any other reason, it also has a 180-day money-back guarantee. The price of this wonderful pen is just $39. That may be too much for some, but it is well worth the price. Click on the first link in the description for more information and to buy the pen. You think that amazing pen was all I found? A self-defense tool can only get you very far. The main thing is your physical capabilities. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be a 7-foot-tall jacked husky, you just need the right guidance to understand the moves to survive and defend yourselves and your loved ones. But finding the right guidance is hard and time-consuming with all the nonsense and misinformation on the internet. That is why Mike Gillette, a former SWAT commander, an Army paratrooper, an elite tactical trainer and a bodyguard to Fortune 500 executives and film stars like Sylvester Stallone, created this real-life self-defense program for ordinary men and women who want to know how to handle a situation if the worst ever happens to them or their family. Whether you're a college student, a 35-year-old couch potato who's never lifted a fist in anger, or a 70-year-old grandma, the minute you finish this program you'll have the ability to seriously hurt someone. This program is really useful and affordable and has a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you really have nothing to lose. Even if you think you don't need it, you should definitely check out their website because it will definitely change your mind. For more information about this program, click the second link in the description. Now, all the self-defense tools and techniques in the world can only get you back safely to your house, so none of it matters if your own home isn't safe. It's plain to see that there's been a massive trend in recent years towards disrespect for the rule of law. Things are happening that were unthinkable back in the day: home invasions, daylight holdups, endless scams. There are also new home security risks that never used to exist. Anyone can start researching you online and potentially learn where you live, how much money you have, when you will be away from home, and where your vulnerabilities are. You could be being targeted and have no idea what's about to happen until bam, your door comes flying off, and in they come, with guns and machetes. But you can stop them in their tracks, if you know how. One of your most vital priorities in these times is to make your home as secure as it can possibly be for you and your family. This ultimate home defense guide will help you make your house into a safe place for just $17, and yes, it also has a 60-day money-back guarantee, so if you ever regret any of the products and services for any reason, you will have lost nothing. But by choosing to ignore self-defense and home security could lose you everything. If you liked the video, please like, share and subscribe, as I am very lazy and it would motivate me to make more videos. Stay safe out there, peace.